Across the way, you see one massive, out-of-place building. Built in a classic Tal'Dorei style, almost like Tudor type construct. You can see the roofs are painted far more vibrantly brown than any natural wood should be. The exterior is, you can see the cracks that have been patched time and time again and then repainted over. A coloration that denotes not a natural build, but something that is trying to desperately keep up with the age of time.
Whatever sense of irony any of you may still hold, abandon it now, it will serve you not inside.
Welcome to Taste of Tal'Dorei!
You step inside, and as the doors swing open behind you, immediately the smells catch you. The smells are a unique mingling of all sorts of baked breads and sweets, a mixture of cooked meats and rolled lettuce-based kind of meat-packed dishes. You can see there is a bit of almost an incense brazier on the opposite end that is burning and filling this kind of gentle smoke, and it's a bunch of things that individually are good smells, but when they mix together, it creates this almost Sephora-like blast from all different directions. As soon as you step through, there are a smattering of tables of all different makes and designs. There is one bartender across the way, but you do see 3 servers are racing around and conversing merrily with the individuals, one of which you see is a young woman dressed in fine armor and like red silks, almost like a long robe with gold. You can watch as she approaches and serves a dish to a couple of customers and says, "And that is how Tal'Dorei greets the greats of the world," and steps back and continues back into the far chamber to retrieve another meal, while somebody else, you could see this man with a big, bushy, dark beard, his like sun-weathered skin, wearing a large kind of haphazardly made bronze crown, like a king's crown on his head, as he wields a large sword that he kind of drags behind him that you can tell is more for show than not. Steps to another table and goes, "And what, pray tell, do you wish to ask of King Dressig?"
No way! No.
By that I mean, what would you like to drink? As you stand there watching, another door opens, and the 3rd server comes through. A tall Goliath figure, half giant in blood, wearing deep blues and whites, his face painted like a blue and white coloration, and himself wearing this tall crown of what looks to have been handcrafted clay, almost like icicles that point upward. There's some of them chipped and broken in places, and you can see it's been affixed and with wire in 1 or 2 spaces, who turns to another table before looking at you. "Ha! And who disturbs the realm of Erevan, the Rhyme Lord?"
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Oh, we surrender!
Then you shall surrender into my realm by the great mirror of Everwatching.
Oh.
How many's in your party?
There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4,
8 now.
8.
8.
Erevan requires 2 more chairs! And grabs 2 more chairs and drags them behind over to a table.
Do you see any, knickknacks or design from where you're from Whitestone?
Hey, look around. Is there any Whitestone representation?
Make a perception check for me.
23.
23.
22.
22, all right. Glancing around, you do see of the many tapestries that are based around here, some of which that one has what looks like a triangular mountain with like 2 hammers that cross over the front. You glance around and see one that shows the crest of Amon. And then one you do see has a tree frame that kind of carries upward its roots and its branches reaching out with a sun above it. And you know this to be the crest of the Chamber of Whitestone.
Fully accurate, or is it the Legoland version like everything else?
Of your keen perception, you will notice that it is missing 2 of the stars. The coloration's off a bit, and it looks like it's been sun bleached to a point where the blue has now come to like a faded teal.
Yeah, they haven't updated it in like 75 years, but that's the Whitestone crest right there.
Huh. You don't seem like you're in a hurry or anything, but you're looking for family?
Well, it's kind of. I'm looking for people that helped me.
helped you
Well, through the Feywild.
through the Feywild? Like
They helped-
in the Feywild, or to get here?
Both. They, you know, they show me around, and then they help me find a way back here. I don't know if I made the right decision leaving or not, but, you know, they were very kind to me.
Who are they?
I have, and I pull out, I have a little locket, and I open up, and there's a picture
Of one person or two?
of two.
Okay, what are they?
Of,
There are two figures. While they're kind of like a gently drawn, painted portrait, both of them are unfamiliar to all of you except for you.
Lore.
There is two familiar portraits of the Calloway parents that birthed you.
The Calloway parents? Her parents.
Oh. How do you know them?
from the Feywild. Do you know them?
Yes. Yes, those are my parents.
What?
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean you saw them in the Feywild?
Yeah! They helped me get back to this other side.
Oh, shit.
They're your parents?
Yes. Yes. May I see that a little closer?
Yeah!
Did they talk about their daughter?
No! They didn't say anything about having a daughter. Ooh. They told me that they felt like, you know, it's not important, but it's... Do you know where they are?
I don't know where they are, and I've been looking for them, but maybe they just forgot. 'Cause it's been a very long time since I've seen them.
Well, you don't seem like the kind of person that somebody would just forget.
Well, well, this is Mama Birdie, and this is Papa Ollie.
Birdie and Ollie.
And they're very wonderful, but I haven't seen them in a very, very long time. Probably about, maybe like 90 years. So something like that.
That's why these things that I have on me, the sword, the portraits, and them, they're the only things that really feel real still.
You feel real. Does she feel real?
Yeah, sure.
You feel real. That's good.
Can I use my Hunter's Bane to look at Dusk with knowing that she's been in the Feywild?
Ding, 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 ding. A big bell at the bar begins ringing loudly, and the music from the music box immediately stops, and someone gets out a horn and goes,
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
and you watch, and everyone turns around, kind of, not everyone, a few people turn around and look, and a number of them are like, drink heavily. And the barkeep behind you can see is an orcish gentleman stands up at the top and goes, "Hearken to all friends here! It looks like a great conflict comes to the Taste of Tal'Dorei! There's a show! A historical moment!"
There's a show!
And you see from behind one of like the doorways that has a large piece of cloth that just kind of protects it, you see the individual dressed as Justi is like putting on some armor and comes out with a sword that's like plainly like not sharp at all and goes, "Aha! This realm is mine to rule! And I will... You shush your mouth or be slain by the Dark King Warindrasig!
Oh
He's calling you out.
Now kneel before me!" And suddenly behind, "Do not kneel before him!" You see the woman who was going for the first table goes, "He is but an imposter! A terrible plague upon the free peoples of our land! And the guy dressed as Warren turns and goes, Zan Tal'Dorei! As his beard kind of loosely comes off, at one point he slaps it back onto his chin. The orc on the counter gets down below it and pulls out a quick fiddle from behind and starts like fiddling along with it. As the two start going ting, 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 ting in a circle, just the most awkward, repetitive, non-dangerous swinging of blades in a big circle in the middle. King Dursik is slowly recoiling, pulling his blade back, going, no! She pulls the blade from the rope, which takes a second to kind of pull it free safely before turning around and very slowly bringing it to his throat and kind of touching it there, and he goes, oh!
Oh, she got it. I'll transfer suffering and take half the damage.
Good on you.
I was really buying the whole thing.
He slaps his hand to his neck and then pulls it away, and there's just like a smattering of some sort of like red condiment. He goes, it seems you were indeed the chosen king. And he falls to the ground, and she looks at her blade and looks down at him. I am no king. I am a sovereign.
God.
And there's this awkward pause.
What were they like?
They were very sweet. Do you remember them at all?
A little bit. I was very young when they left, and they left me with my grandmother to keep me safe, but...
With your grandmother?
Mm-hmm. She lives there, and she's my best friend, and they left because they had to do something very important. I don't know what it was, but I've been looking for them.
Well, you know, speaking of the business that we are on, to get you up to speed a little bit, the man we are chasing had some dubious dealings with entities from the Fey realm.
That's right.
He worked with this, creepy but kind of svelte man called the Nightmare King, and
It's a bit like a shoelace.
Yes, a little piece of Alfredo.
suit.
And then we followed that trail, and it led us to the Shade Mother. Yes, and they were all like, "Ooh, Shade Mother, we love you, we worship you." And she was like this big, half woman, half slug.
Which part was the woman and which part was the slug?
Excellent question. I should have specified. The top half was the woman, the back half was very sluggy.
What were they, if you're not sure what they were looking for, what were they up to, or interested in? Were they, I don't know, collecting flora and fauna? Were they looking for, did they have any goals? Did they tell you, where we might find them? Did they have a favorite type of food that we could go check at those restaurants?
I mean, they said they were really important in the courts.
Oh, yes. Very, very, very important.
In the courts?
We're very, yes.
Judicial court?
No, the Seelie Court. My family is pretty, kind of a big deal.
You're fancy. Well, what does that mean? Like you're royalty?
Well, I mean, pretty much. Yeah,
The Seelie Court?
yeah.
Okay.
You're a princess?
A lot of politics.
Well, I don't know if
I
I would be a princess necessarily.
Well, you're a princess?
No. I mean, my parents would call me that. But,
Are you fucking serious? You're a princess?
I mean,
Are you
Certainly.
Princess Fearne?
I certainly could be. You can call me that, for sure.
I saw you do a little bit of magic. Where do you get your powers from?
I clocked the tattoo that you have. Mm-hmm. I have one that's similar to it.
Oh, shit.
Is it covered or uncovered?
It's uncovered. You can see like part of it peeking out.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
Is it moon
waves.
stuff?
It's waves that terminates in geometric shapes.
Ooh! Is that
It's
how close is it? to you?
Same but different.
That's cool.
Do you remember getting it?
Do you?
Do I remember getting mine?
Yeah.
Of course.
Is that like a sign of the Ashari?
Or is it just a
I think.
neat tattoo?
I don't know. I mean, I would say it's a coincidence, but we are running into a lot of coincidences.
Did you
aren't we?
choose to get yours, or was it part of a ritual or something?
No, I chose it.
These waves, would they be from, like, the water Ashari?
I mean, they're invisible because this is D&D. Do they look like water Ashari design to me?
I mean, it very well could be. You've had minimal interactions directly with water Ashari, especially of the warrior rank that take a similar, tattoo spread as to what you have. But it seems like it very well could fit into a similar pattern, yeah.
Yeah, I was going. I don't want to speak for Imogen or volunteer, in any way. But Imogen is very gifted, very capable at kind of peering into one's minds and thoughts.
I mean, I'm no slouch either, but
And fresh cut grass too. But Imogen is just
I mean, I'm equally as
so talented, and he's also here. And
Oh.
I don't. But I know you can elaborate from there. I don't want to.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, come on!
I will close my eyes and I'm gonna try to reach out to Birdie.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Take a turn.
Birdie, I'm here with Fearne and Dusk. They're both looking for you. We're in Bossera. Are you close? We want to find you. Desperately.
There's a long pause. And then, responding, a voice goes, I'm sorry, out of personal care and mistrust and safety, who am I speaking with?
I forgot to tell him who I was talking to. I haven't done this for him. I did.
Oh my gosh!
But they didn't tell me where they were. They were a little mistrustful of my voice, understandably.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Is there something I can tell them so that they know that I'm...
you would know, Fearne?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Okay, say that, Fearne's window at Grandma's, was the big round window.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what else. They remember my bird, Dr. Nesbit.
All right, let me...
Dust, do you have anything you want to tell her?
Oh my God,
she's alive.
Just that the glade, the glade.
Okay. This is Imogen Tamalt. I'm their friend. Fearne's been reminding me of her round window at Grandma's house and her bird, Dr. Nesbit, while Dusk has been mentioning the glade.
Immediately the voice responds, oh my goodness. Our Fearne! Our Fearne! Did you hear that? You said Bossers. We're a few days out from our next trek. We'll meet at Joe's.
They were so happy. She was so happy to hear.
She was?
Yeah. And I think she was trying to call for your dad, I think. She said they're a few days out, but they wanted to meet here at Joe's. Does that sound familiar? Joe's?
Does it sound familiar?
I thank you. Thank you so much, and I take your hands, and I don't know how I can possibly thank you. Is there anything that I can do for you?
No, you're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. But thank you.
Your friend was really right. You're amazing. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Chetney,
Yes?
do you do engraving?
Of course.
Could I have you write to Mama Birdie and Papa Ollie on it?
I mean, yes, just in common, plain font. Would you like more calligraphy and like filigree?
Yes. Wait, is that longer? Is that an extra charge?
Not for you.
Really? You'll give it to me for free?
Yeah.
Would you like anything in return?
Let's just talk about it later. just one section, or like the whole side of it.
This
Fucking
is
nuts?
all go nuts. This
Oh
is
my
your
God.
artistic expression. Do whatever you want.
I really more just wanted an excuse to chat with you in private.
Did I do something wrong?
No, not at all. You see, Imogen and I, I had a little bit of, rough, we're kind of in a rough spot.
Oh.
A little tiny bit of a fallout.
Are you angry with her?
No, she's really upset at me, and rightfully so.
Why? What'd you do?
Oh, okay. You know how I have the woman Delilah who just kind of like talks in my head, and she was the one who like murdered me, and she's just like, I'll get you, blah.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
That rock that she had. Do you
I think I saw her holding one. Yes.
well, she got really attached to it, and of course I was just concerned about her and her well-being, and just her mental state here recently, and I was afraid that maybe the rock had something to do with it, and I kind of got this impulse in the back of my head that was just wanting me to reach out and touch it, and I thought maybe I could discern something about it. Maybe I could sense a bit more of its origins and its purpose, and next thing you know, my grip locked onto it, and I couldn't open my fist, and I lost control of my body, and I felt the searing heat going through my arm, and then it was over, and I looked down, and the rock had shattered, and I could hear more like feel Delilah in my mind, like she was more powerful or satisfied and
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
You said you reached out and it was an impulse to squeeze it, an impulse to break it, fueled by some sort of voice in your head. Are you sure? Are you just throwing it out there? There's no. Are you jealous of Imogen in any way?
No.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying, like, is there anything that she does that you wish you could do, or that an ability that she has, or a heartbeat or something that she has that you don't have, that you maybe, subconsciously wanted to sort of get back at her for?
No, it's not like that. The only thing I want for Imogen It's the same thing that I've always wanted for her, which is to have a life and a youth and to go out and to see the world free of any type of burden like I had to experience.
You want these things for her because you can't have them yourself.
Yes, I just want her to live her best life and to protect her from something that might hurt her. And I just, that's what I thought I was doing.
That's a very noble thing to want for someone, and it's very generous of you to want that for her.
What if she never comes around?
She
What if she
will,
doesn't want to be
will.
friends again? What
You
if
know
it's
what?
ruined?
You know what I would say? I would say, let's find a time when you both are in a space where you can both communicate openly and freely, but not just any willy-nilly time, right? Don't just go up to her and start talking about it. Make sure that she's in a place where she's happy and safe. She feels safe.
So keep her happy.
Well, I mean,
and keep her safe.
Oh boy.
All right.
Maybe just work on yourself right now. Just calm
Which one of these plastic swords do you think she'd want? Just wooden swords. I don't know if they have plastic yet.
Doesn't strike me as a
What about this oven
replica
mitt?
sword. An oven mitt, everyone can use that.
I think I can hide her hands, you know, or keep them
Sure.
warm.
Does she cook?
But no, I don't think so.
Well, it's still nice. You can. Yeah, it says TOT on it.
What do you think that means?
Taste of Tal'Dorei.
Oh!
Laudna, give me your tots.
Tina, come get the tots.
It says tot holder right there.
Tot holder. That's fantastic. That's great. I think she'll appreciate this.
But you know,
I'll get her this pencil too.
Sure, but you can't buy her happiness and you can't buy her forgiveness. But do it anyway, because it can't hurt.
All right.
I'm gonna catch Imogen's eye across the table and just sort of covertly go,
Yeah.
did I hear that in here?
Yeah.
You okay?
I mean,
You seem a little discouraged.
well, there's, Orym.
Oh, no, I'm good, thanks.
Can I be honest? This is so dumb. Laudna and I had sort of a bit of a falling out.
A couple of days ago, because that's how long you've seemed a little withdrawn, which is okay. I mean, I know you're private, but
Yeah.
I can tell.
She just sort of did something that broke my trust. And it's weird because the longer it goes after, it feels like almost it was a good thing that she did, but I can't tell her that yet because I don't know. And then as soon as we get here, Dusk shows up and all of a sudden, like, I'm hurting and Laudna's just living it up with this new person, smiling and laughing like she doesn't even care that we had a fight. So, sorry if that was loud in your head and I apologize.
It's cool, it's cool.
And now I'm bald, but that's fine. I like it and stuff. So, yeah, I guess I'm a little distraught, Orym.
On that, I mean, we figured out the blue thing. I'm sure we'll figure out the head thing. You have really fabulous cheekbones, so you're selling it. But I'm sure we'll fix it.
Yeah. I mean, fuzz is, there was no fuzz. And I'm like, we're not talking, but I'm still touching my head and looking at her.
Or I'm just nodding across the table. I could definitely be wrong. I haven't known you that long, but I watch you and Laudna together, and you guys are so close. I feel like, I see you get down on yourself. And I think maybe it's just coloring your thinking a little bit. I mean, when you have a falling out with a friend, I don't know. I think breathe through it. That dead lady's got a lot of love in her heart.
I know. She's got a really good heart.
Also, I don't know if I can listen to this guy's acting much longer. Also, you saved that elf's life. And I see you kicking yourself, but you saved their life. And also, you just did an amazing thing for Fearne. That was a good thing you did.
She seemed really happy.
Let that sink in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brought a smile on my face.
I hope everything's all right with them. I hope that it's a happy reunion.
You know, work through it, but, you know, when you're ready, talk to her.
I know. I know. I'm a little embarrassed, but yeah.
She won't care, I don't think. And also, I'm the new guy, but my door's always open.
Thank you.
Imogen, I got you. I was in the gift shop, and I saw this pot holder and thought of you. It's a tot on it.
Tot holder.
It's a tot. Yes. And this pencil, it's purple like your once hair. I checked the ball.
Oh. The ball is the same. This looks to be a shop of some kind. And as you walk in, you can see there's a younger woman to the back with brown hair that's been kind of sun-bleached to be more of like a light auburn, and herself kind of a beautiful, smooth brown skin who's kind of looking down and counting something before glancing up and noticing your entry. And another man, a little bit older, similar features, but shorter hair that kind of like flares out on the edges, just beyond his ears, who looks over towards you and sets down a satchel, clears his voice. Welcome. How may we be of service to you?
Oh, I'm in the market for some jewelry.
Of course. Happy to help, yes. What are you looking for?
What does the ring look like?
I will describe it in detail.
A relatively simple platinum band with some lines and scrawling on it. It's detailed enough to remain masculine, but in doing so is also kind of plain.
Understated would be the word for it.
Okay.
Tell him you really like, like dwarven jewelry.
Do you have anything sort of chonky, like dwarven made?
Well, if you're looking for recently, there is also this one. And pulls up this kind of thicker looking, relatively simple platinum band with some lines scrawled into it. Looks very similar to the one that you were given and descriptive enough to your mind.
Yeah, when did this one come in?
Oh, this came in about a week ago, I think. Is that right, Uma? Yes, about a week ago.
You should tell me about who gave you this ring. Suggestion.
Yeah.
Oh, go.
That's the stuff.
There we go.
Go.
Come on.
Jedi mind tricks.
All right, here we go.
You will tell.
Okay, so as you clasp the component for the spell or put your fingers around your focus and whisper forth the requested words to create the suggestion within the figure, you watch him kind of look at you with this coy smile. His eyes go slack for a second and his jaw kind of opens ever so faintly, like for a brief moment his brain just goes blank. And the smile curls up once more. Yes, it is a gentleman we see and hear from time to time named Armand. He's quite involved with one of the crawler gangs of the city. Probably, if I recall, based on his companions, where he is now.
Smile.
Do you get all that?
Yeah, which gang?
Which gang would that be?
The Paragon's call. They are,
Right.
they're a bit,
Oh, right.
bit in a dogged state with the other crawlers.
When are all of them not? Am I right? Anything else?
Oh yeah, does he know where they meet?
Where could I find more craftsmanship like this? Like from, I want to know more. Where do you think I could find this gentleman?
Himself goes, well, if it's with the call. You can, at this point, you're kind of noticing over that the woman who's also in this place is kind of looking like, with the eyes like, what the you're just spilling the beans, that kind of expression of what are you doing? There's the seat of disdain is the fortress that the call.
Seat of disdain. Seat of disdain. Seat of disdain. Seat of disdain.
Seed of stay.
Yeah, I will say his presence here was more subdued. He was keeping to himself, which was unlike him, which means he's probably on the land. So if he is hiding, that would likely be where.
Hellcatch Valley, am I right?
That's we are home to those who cannot find home elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
FCG, have you ever thought maybe you're like me? You were once alive.
Ooh.
And now you're in a puppet.
Whoa.
Whoa.
If I had a mind, it would be blown right now. What? That could be true. What if I'm a shell, a husk of an old person or something?
Oh, but now you're you. That's pretty cool.
Exactly.
I feel like it probably doesn't matter so much about what the shell is like, so much as what's in wherever. I don't know. Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
You have a heart.
Nope.
I don't know.
Okay.
Aren't you curious about you? You're all forgetful about yourself as well.
Now I've got you guys, and I've got my stuff, and I have a couple of quests on the docket.
Two more than one?
Yeah,
well, like
two.
the one with us and
Yeah.
then the one for yourself.
There are three of you.
So I feel like it doesn't really matter as much all the time. I kind of let my past inform who I am, but I don't kind of get too hung up about it.
It's very mature and healthy of you. I must admit that I don't share that confidence. I would really like to know what I am and where I came from.
What do you want to be?
I'd like to be like you all. I'd like to be able to smell and taste and dream and fart. That last one's not necessary,
No,
but
it's pretty great.
it seems like you all really like to do it.
Fun.
Is there privacy nearby where I can just go somewhere just for a minute where I'm not seen?
There are a number of nooks and crannies all throughout the city where you cannot be seen.
Just gonna tuck by a nook and cranny for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run over to them, and I am now a
Quokka?
You're gonna be a Quokka?
real round butt, just real round.
Roundest of butts.
Must be so cute.
Oh my god.
I forgot everything we were talking about.
You're the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my god.
Scrooge.
This is all we're doing today. You must never change back.
Make the face again, make the Quokka face again.
Dusk.exe has stopped working.
I'm gonna run in.
I'm gonna run in.
Yeah.
What's that?
Have fun.
Bye. I'm gonna run in.
All right. You feel a hand grab you from the torso and lift you up, and a voice go, "Oh goodness, what's this?" And like
Baby at him.
you feel your world whip around up into the blue sky, and you see just the dark kind of exterior rim, kind of a shaded face. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Who are you?
I start shivering.
Oh.
Oh my god, I don't even know what you are, but you're adorable. Oh my god. My guns!
My cunt?
Oh my god.
I heard my cunt. Yep.
Paging my cunt.
Is my cunt here?
All NPCs are now named David from here on out. Forever.
We can't have nice things.
We cannot. My guns has a rough time with his title. You hear Snickers nearby, and he goes, "Just call me Mick." Have you seen something like this? It's like, what the heck is that? It's the problem with making shit up on the spot. Sometimes it's not a winner.
Hey, you talk for 20,000 hours.
Somewhere the spirit of Provence like, ha! The swishing of sights around you and blue sky suddenly goes to darkness as you're brought within the interior of the fortress.
Is everything all right?
Yes, someone has now taken me as their pet.
Great.
Yeah, but I'm inside.
Ooh, that's wonderful. She's doing good.
As you're brought in the chamber, the woman soldier who brought you in sets you down and goes, "Oh my God, you're so cute. Let me see what I got for you." And she rummages in the footlocker and pulls out a small satchel and kind of opens it up and has tobacco.
I go over and just pause and just sniff and try to just be real cute.
Oh my goodness. You're just so fucking cute, I can't stand it. Oh, stop it! Stop it, you're too cute, it hurts my heart. Oh my goodness, okay, hold on.
I'll just curl up in a little ball.
Okay. Oh my God! Shh. And then leaves the room and closes the door behind you here.
Oh, shit. I'll take a nap. Real tired.
And as you kind of glance past and look, you see what looks to be a table. On this table, there are all manner of sheets of paper that are stretched out and held, unfurled with different weights at the corners. You can see what looks to be a number of chairs off to the sides. There are candles lit and glowing, as well as other lanterns in the vicinity. And there are 3 figures in there, 2 of which look to be other Paragon's Call figures, though well armored and dressed. And the 16, a third that you do recognize. You see a half-giant figure, the one that beat the shit out of Ashton at the ball. General Ratanish.
I start growling.
You start growling? Oh, what is that? No, don't growl. We're friends, it's fine.
Yeah, Fearne.
She's in the front. She's in the front.
Laudna told you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
No, it's fine.
as we're walking towards the front, hey, are you and Laudna, the thing?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you and Laudna a thing?
A thing?
A thing.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, romantically entangled.
No?
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Good. Because I was, kind of getting some vibes and everything, and I,
Yeah. I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Good talk.
So, Laudna. I was wondering, Imogen, you and going somewhere, but thank you. The potholder? Really?
I should have gotten her the T-shirt, okay, and fresh cut grass.
No, you.
Talk me out of it.
It's not potholders or T-shirts. You must have done something pretty fucked up if you are in potholder territory, right?
I did something so
Okay, it's okay. No, just didn't want to. Come on.
I don't want it.
Here. Just have a little. Just come on. Just.
I don't want it.
Don't you?
I just collapsed into Ashton.
Okay.
The worst.
She's mad at me.
Clearly.
She's gonna be fine.
Because I'm a terrible friend.
No, you're not a terrible friend. Come on.
I am,
Nope. You're not a terrible. Okay. Do you want some friendly advice from someone who has literally pissed off everyone they've ever met?
Okay.
Okay. I don't need to know what happened. It's not for me to know. It's your business.
I broke her rock.
Oh God! It was one of the shiny rocks, wasn't it?
She loved it so much.
Okay.
Then I killed it.
Was it an accident?
Yeah.
Okay. Does she know it was an accident?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, this is so much more than I bargained for. Maybe you should focus on an apology that's related to the offense, if that makes sense. Maybe let's focus on, instead of...
I should prostrate myself on the ground.
No.
On top of a spiky rock.
I mean...
Let her step on me.
I'm not going to tell you not to do that because that would be kind of cool, but no. I think maybe we've got to figure out a rock-based apology, if that makes sense.
I said a spiky rock.
Yeah, but like...
Like thematically?
More than thematically, like an understanding of the offense, if that makes sense. An apology that actually speaks to what happened.
Do I have to get her a new rock?
I mean...
I don't know if I could replace
Putting
that.
some energy into a new rock might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
So maybe we need to find you a nice rock for Imogen. Do you think that would help? Would that feel a little better?
I feel a little confused on the messaging.
I'm working with what I got here.
I could try and find her a new rock. I should have gotten her the t-shirt with FCG.
I don't think the t-shirt would have...
Wait, what's happening right now?
Yeah, we should focus on.
No, this sounds very important.
No,
I came at
it's
the tail
really-
end
it's-
of it.
Is
You were
Imogen
just
coming?
inside
Wait, is
the
Imogen coming?
The belly of the beast.
Here,
No,
just
you're fine.
go for it. Go for it.
Is it what?
Oh.
We have
Imogen.
several options.
You trek back to the Bank of Renewal, back to the River of Renewal. What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna walk on in to the River of Renewal.
All right.
Is there somebody at the front desk?
Indeed, the same two figures that were running it before. The gentleman who initially had the conversation, from what you gathered in corresponding with the Dusk, steps up. Hello. Hi. Can I help you?
I'm looking for a present.
Of course. What sort of present can I find for you?
Something that looks fabulous but doesn't cost too much money. How about that little one with the ruby?
Oh, this one? This is be a 65 gold piece.
65 gold. All right, yeah, I'll get that one.
All right.
I'll get that one.
Wraps it up.
Could I get a receipt?
No,
Please.
certainly. Yes. I can.
And what's
that?
your name, sir?
Oh, Adon. Adon Hero.
Adon Hero. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. What is your name?
Adam Hero.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Shields our eyes, so we have.
We don't know whose is whose.
Exactly.
Okay.
No biases. Because Imogen's is going to be the best. Let's be honest. She's the most
By the
capable.
way, she's really good at writing.
Try so hard.
Merchant, I was that supportive before.
A slight itchiness comes to your head through the night as you feel your hair beginning to return to you, Imogen. And a wary bit of rest comes to you as the occasional night predatory bird's caw keeps you staring out into the open sky.
I almost forgot about shithead.
But no.
What were you doing with Birdie and Ollie?
Well, they found me wandering around in the Feywild. You know what it's like there with all the lights, and you just follow one, and it's so beautiful, and then there's another one, and you gotta go over there to that one. And it goes on that way, and there's no real day or night cycles, and you just kinda wander, and I could have been wandering forever.
I know how that goes. Sometimes you're like, I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or 3 years.
Yeah. Do you like being here, you know?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I think just because it's so different. And I love all the trinkets of things that they have here that really don't make any sense. But I like to collect things from here, and I really like this whole group that I'm with. They're really, really wonderful. And I feel like I've learned a lot, and something that I do feel like is really different here is it seems like I feel a little more. Does that make any sense?
It's funny that you should say that, because I feel it's the exact opposite. I feel like things here are so controlled that everybody doesn't say what they mean, and that they have to put boundless concepts into tiny little neat packages. Whereas in the Feywild, it's, well, wild. And things are gooey there.
Yeah.
I felt like they were family.
Oh. That's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous to meet them. I feel like I don't know them at all.
Well, if you get to meet them new again for the first time, I mean, that's kind of exciting, isn't it? A fresh slate.
Yeah, fresh slate. Is there anything I should say or
Just be yourself.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm sure they'll be very happy to see you.
Yeah. I think they will be. I think they will be.
I know they will be.
Yeah. This is just so unbelievable that we ran into each other, and
I feel like it was destiny.
I do too. I certainly don't want to live life in a box. That feels small.
Yeah. And people like you aren't meant to be small.
How do you feel like you started living life outside of the box? Did you just start doing what you wanted?
Yeah. I think that the Feywild encourages that.
Maybe I should start doing what I want now.
I think you should.
Now?
Please no. Yeah.
Now?
What does that look like?
Dark Galadriel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last day.
I think you've inspired me. And you've encouraged me. And I am so happy that we met you.
I'm so happy that we met you too.
It's kind of like we're family a little bit.
Yeah.
If I could have everybody except for Erica leave the table.
Is this the first one of these this campaign?
Yeah, I think.
Oh.
Wait, did you guys do this before?
Yeah, that's before.
Other campaigns. As you step away from the conversation, kind of gently flicking the dark metallic ring on your finger, here in the still, silent night, you feel that familiar, cold, creeping sense, like mythic tendrils reaching beyond layers and layers of time. You feel a presence creep into the back of your mind. A voice exhales. And you immediately remember the familiar voice of the Sorrow Lord Zethuda, bearer of the lightless flame and grove captain of the Seelie Court.
You. I wait in prickly silence for your report.
My lord, you know that good work takes time.
Have you located the Moontide Crown? Have you dealt with the Callaways?
Are you aware that there is a daughter?
Go on.
She's been living here, in the mortal realm, for who knows how long. And these beautiful idiots that she keeps company with have led me right to the Callaways. So I could succeed where all of my rivals could not.
Now, if you're this close, I expect the crown soon.
You will have it, my lord. I will end the Callaway line.
Very good.
You feel the tethers release. That cold sense in the back of your throat gives way. Imogen.
No, what?
Everyone leave their
No.
Dream journal.
You find yourself once again standing in the familiar field, but the greens of the grass that normally greet you have already passed. There is no looming storm in the distance. You stand within it already. You hear the echoing sound of your mother once more. Run! What do you do?
I start spinning around. Do I see that figure that I saw before the last time I was here?
You glance back around the opposite direction of the farmhouse, and indeed, you see again the figure. You kind of focus in, looking through the bits of sand and dust and debris that blow past, and you can see the shape. Lithe, built, hard to discern where on the specter of gender it may lie, but you're almost certain it's feminine when you take more time to focus.
Mother?
The figure takes a step towards you.
Who are you?
It takes another step, and you begin to see emerging from the dust around it other figures, roughly the same height. You see amongst the kind of darkened leather armor a bit of short gray hair that just kind of pushes to one side and ends outward to the left. Dark eyes like a bird of prey looking towards you.
Does it look familiar at all?
No. As a voice enters your mind. Hello. How interesting.
Who are you? I say back.
Who are we? And as the other figures step up, you can see more and more of them, and more, dozens and dozens, wearing dark gray and black leather armor, all masks over their face except for the one central commander-type figure standing towards you. As they all at once rush towards you, the wind picks up around you, and you wake up. There's the faint opening across the various bits of cloth that maintain the exterior of this soft Raha Den outer wall. And there you can see the stars beyond, but a faint orangish hue that marks the sky.
What? What do you mean orangish hue marks the sky? Does it mean, can I look out the window? Can I look out the window?
Yeah, you step up and carefully approach where the kind of flapping bits of sail-like material and fabric give way to the night sky and the horizon views of the Hellcatch. You can see the tops of the numerous buildings, the beautiful, chaotic, haphazard skyline of Vassarus. And there above, you can see Catha just finishing its descent across the way into the mountain range. And above, you can see the ruddy moon Ruidus on its daily rotations, growing closer towards its zenith. But where it normally sits in a dull brownish red coloration, here it is vibrant red. It's flaring.
I want to tell Laudna.
But you can't because she's asleep.
Well, she's asleep.
But also because she talked to me about, she confided in me that y'all are maybe having a little bit of a tiff.
Mm-hmm. Did she?
She did. But she was very worried about it.
I mean, she gave me a pencil. I figured.
And a
tot holder.
A pot holder, yeah. A tot holder.
You just say it like that.
She's trying. She might not know how, but I suggested to her that you and she might want to just sit down together when things have calmed down a little bit and sort of be honest with each other and say what's on your mind. That's the best way to get through these things.
Yeah.
And I could facilitate that?
Maybe.
Just
maybe.
as a...
Maybe. We'll see.
As
Yeah.
a third party,
I know
independent third
it makes
party.
you feel really good.
It does. It's the thing that I do, so
Yeah.
if I don't do it, I don't really have anything to do, you know?
Alright, yeah,
so.
then maybe I'll let you have.
She's really broken up about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
As you're finishing up this conversation, a voice nearby goes, right what I told you. And you kind of glance over and you see there's this kind of like swaddled, like cloak-wrapped goblin figure with a kind of its hood like half pulled over its head with an eye patch on one eye and one eye that's just pointing directly at you with his finger out in your direction. And surrounding him you see like, at a quick glance, 10 rough-looking figures in all forms of tough armor.
So, some of our sentries have said that they caught your bands moping about our seat yesterday.
What seat would that be?
Seat?
What are you talking about?
What's a seat?
You might mean the seat. The seat of disdain. The seat of disdain.
Right.
That one. Suspicious, that's a better word.
You know what it was?
Thank you. Shut up.
I saw, so yesterday, I think this is around your neighborhood. Sorry, I'm new here. There was this little creature. It looked kind of like a gopher, but it was super adorable.
Cat gopher.
Oh my gosh, it had like, it was like
hedgehog.
smiling at me, but it looked so defenseless, and it was like stuck at your gate, and so I was trying to help it.
This kind of scraggly looking Qatari with like patches of fur missing and like one kind of larger eye who's kind of listening to all this thing goes, I saw that one!
Yeah, wasn't it so cute? And so...
The dwarf goes,
So I realized as I was trying to help it that I was probably, looking kind of weird at somebody's gate, just helping this weird creature, so I stepped back. Is that what you're talking about?
make a deception check.
Come on.
So good. It's so good.
I'm scared of all my dice right now. Oh, come on. Hold on. Oh, well, 13. I rolled poorly, but it's 13.
13?
No, but really. What's your business? I'll give him the opportunity to tell us before we go ahead and beat it out of you.
I think this is only fair. Who are you again?
I'm Tanvir. Tanvir the Rake, the Paragon's Call.
Wait, yeah, what do you do?
I live in Rake.
Yeah.
Are you a landscaper?
Like the bodies of your victims, and then you landscape.
Reaches back and flings the axe out of the side of the kind of sling that's hanging upside of the belt, and it sticks in the ground right at the base of your feet, Imogen.
I'll make sure that those that are poking around have a good reason. If they don't, they go missing and stop poking around.
Is this...
You don't have to do that or be that way, and I highly suggest you don't.
Or what?
Look, it's so early. We really don't want to fight this early in the morning.
I mean, we could.
We could, if you want.
Are you hiring? We should just prove ourselves.
And I just throw the wood chisel at his feet, like.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Come on, son.
20.
I'm gonna
He's aiming for the ground, right?
The ground to match the battle.
I'm gonna double down on that and give it a little unsettling presence as my eyes blacken over as a little intimidation situation.
Gotcha. As it in the ground, kind of looks at it.
I know. Looks can be deceiving, but I still got it.
You see, we know all about the Paragon's call and your little operation.
Walks over and grabs the axe and pulls it back out as he listens to you.
I tiptoe over.
Pardon?
Orym steps up behind Imogen.
We know that you're trying to expand your presence outside of just Bassaras, and honestly, getting a nice little look at your place, I can see why maybe you would want something a little bit more lofty in your goals, because let's be honest, this place is a shithole.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn.
Okay. Yeah, 23.
Ooh. 23. Now, the unsettling presence is still kind of pushing into his brain a bit, and as you say this and kind of step forward, your eyes widening, he doesn't even realize that he steps onto his back foot, and his cigar is now kind of hanging out of the mouth a little bit, and his finger went to reach for it and just kind of stopped. Kind of.
Okay. I'll tell you what. You go ahead and talk to Ratanish. See if you're worth working with. If that doesn't happen, we find you tomorrow. And if you're not gone, then we beat the real reason out of you.
Shit. Tomorrow? Fuck, I had people to look up.
And you better hurry. Okay.
Wait, before we go our separate ways, everybody hands in. The thing that we say on 3. Ready?
Okay.
One, 2, 3. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I grab Ashton before we all leave.
We just did the hands thing.
As we're parting, don't let anything happen to her, or I will fucking kill you. I will kill you first. Okay?
Kill him first. I mean, come on, fuck. If something goes wrong, it's gonna be because of a little fucker.
You're surprisingly the most level-headed here. So I'm looking at you to be responsible. And if she gets hurt, I will fucking slit your throat. Pate will come to life, and you will eat your eyeballs out of their fucking sockets.
I feel bad about making the outfit now.
What's happening? Why?
Nothing.
We're
We were just
fine.
having
Nothing's
a
going on.
quick little
Good luck, you.
motivational
Good luck.
speech.
Good luck on whatever you're doing.
That's really working for a show.
No, I would have a death or something.
You'd think.
As we're walking away, in Laudna's head, she hears, I had a dream last night. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. What? I'll tell you about later.
Good leap on. That's good.
You hear a creaking sound from up in the risen rafters of this central chamber. One of the bowing pieces of thick material that's used to block out the sunlight hangs and shifts slightly, moved, disturbed. And you hear as a shadow begins to unfurl from above. As it does, you hear this faint, kind of a gentle screech. And with that, you watch what looks like wings unfurl. And rapidly, before descending onto the ground, not but 5 feet from where you stand. You see, through the green light, your eyes adapting the changes in hues based on the internal odd green coloration that imprints upon everything, a deep red color to the feathers, almost like a cardinal of some kind. As the figure stands up, you see before you a red Icefura, a long pointed beak to the front, their eyes kind of a pale sky blue coloration.
Ashton. Look at you, you messy fucking bitch. How have you been?
Comes forward, wings out, and just kind of like gives a big embrace.
Amazing.
Pulls back. Why are you here?
Well, that's a little complicated. I was actually hoping for a little bit of help for old time's sake. Maybe something that could benefit you as well.
Maybe.
These are my friends, by the way. I'm so sorry. Chetney and Imogen.
Hi, friends.
Hello, Chetney Parker P. Glad to make your acquaintance. Well.
Welcome, friends of Ashton.
We seem to have gotten ourselves in a little bit of a sticky situation with the Paragon's call.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Problems.
Yes. And we were thinking that our problems could maybe they could use a little help, and maybe we could figure out a way for them to benefit you.
Maybe.
I mean, I owe you.
Yes.
It was some good times.
Indeed.
Can I look up where they're looking? Does it look like there's anything up there? What they're looking at?
Make a perception check.
Figure out what is happening.
My perception is balls, and I rolled a 7.
This place is so
In that case, fuck it.
Glasses are off. Elegantly.
War Imogen is back.
Back
I'm
again.
gonna.
Where'd Laura go?
That's super Imogen. Is that
Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna. Just. Can I back up at all? I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna drop my wall, and I'm gonna try to fucking hear.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Okay. As you begin to focus, you're
Okay, I'm good.
You good? Okay. As you focus and push into the mind of this odd Icefura, as it kind of stares up and almost freezes for him before returning its attention back to Ashton, there's like a fuzz, almost like there are thoughts, but they're underwater. Do you want to push deeper? You're not hearing anything.
Ooh, that was really good.
Kinda, yeah.
Thank you very much. Didn't mean to steal the show for a minute.
To have a
I'm
place
gonna push in when I see the eyes like dart up and start looking. That's when I'm gonna try to
Okay.
push.
What's the DC for you?
Oh, for detect thoughts?
Yes.
Oh, geez. 15. Yeah, I think 15.
15. Okay. They do fail to save.
Oh boy.
As you push past that weird underwater sound, becomes a loud buzzing, a static, an ever-present, all-consuming static. You suddenly aren't delving into her mind, you're delving into the mind of everybody in this room. Everything in this chamber and beyond the walls, like they're all one mind as opposed to individual bodies. But it's not their mind. It's a collective, but it's not. It's like a hive mind, and it's buzzing, and it's loud, and it's hurting, and it's from below. It's from below, and it hurts, and it's everywhere. And you have to pull away. You have to pull away. You have to pull away. You have to pull away.
I pull away.
Okay, you pull away and kind of pull back, and you touch, and your nose is bleeding.
Oh, shit!
And as you kind of notice, you glance over, and Justi is looking right at you.
It's this dry weather.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, and might just ask the both of you just for just some quick advice.
Okay.
If you had to deliver sort of bad news, do you just come right out with it, or do you lead with something else first, something good, and then go bad, or?
I like to do a shit sandwich, you know?
What's that mean?
She's gonna
What's
say
a shit
an
sandwich?
Where you're like, hey, the weather's nice. I'm sorry, your child is dead. And then, like, hey,
But look
great
how-
shirt.
Yeah. You give the compliment, you give the bad news, and then you give another compliment. And usually the brain just kind of is like, oh, and then it's
The element
it
of
works.
surprise.
Yes.
Below, and at the table there you see a woman who's currently with thick pieces of leather stitching some sort of looks like either a vest or a piece of chest armor. You see a tall, slender, gorgeous woman with like jet black skin, white, almost bleached hair that's parted in the center that goes just past the chin.
Smiley day to you,
Yes?
Esmer. Hi.
Pushes the thing aside.
Oh, hi there. I see business is booming, and remember me?
I do. I'm surprised to see you. Fresh cut grass, right?
Yeah.
Right,
It's been a while.
Rosola, what are you doing here? Did she send you here?
No. She didn't. She's
Sits back into the chair and like puts her legs onto the table. You see she has these thick fucking leather boots with like a wide bottom, all manner like spikes off the front and like a big old like a steel toe in the front. Kind of sits back, grabs a bottle of already opened, looks to be some sort of a red type wine or brackish liqueur, and just like takes a big swig and sets it down. And go on.
She isn't coming back. She's not with me today.
Good.
That is good. That's good news, right?
That is good
Yes.
news.
There's just
You won't
good
be
news
seeing
all
her
around.
today. In fact, funny story. You won't be seeing Dancer anymore. She was brutally murdered.
What?
Have a nice shirt.
So beautiful.
It really brings out the color of your eyes.
How? When?
A few months ago.
Just spits the wine all over your face. You're a filthy liar like she was.
Oh.
No, but seriously, what is this about? She sent you in here? I saw her like a month ago.
I'm sorry, what?
What, she came in here wanting to connect old ties and was like, hey, I'm sorry about how things went. And, it's a rough time to go around the world and all kinds of bullshit up north and stuff. And, I was, should have sent her packing. It's not like history would have told me, she's kind of a really good manipulator, but that. Pulled those heartstrings, among other things. But, once things got a little too intimate, she bounced again. The fucking bitch. So if you see her, please tell her, don't come back. I'm gonna fucking cut that cunt.
Did she have others? Did she have the others with her? Was Axer here and Terwin and?
No, it was just her. What?
Any of the other bots?
No, I mean, it looks like you got one of the pieces right there, right? That pussy's old buzzsaw, right?
It is, yeah.
What a phrase.
Are you?
She didn't have any of her companions with her. She had a new arm. That was pretty crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Big old metal arm. Kind of cool.
I want burner clothes for you, Laudna.
Do you want me to set these on fire?
Okay.
They're easily flammable.
Just go put this on and meet me back here. And then I will go throw the smaller version of it on.
All right. So you have as close as you can find to a matching set.
Right, okay. So.
The child size.
Exactly. Your mom. Okay.
Oh, baby.
And you're gonna call me Nancy.
Georgie. Nancy.
This is not my
Can I
first
call
rodeo.
you Georgie? You don't look like a Nancy.
You say that.
Ready. Jeremiah.
Let's go with your first instinct, Georgie, I think.
Georgie.
Okay. Georgie boy.
Little Georgie.
Oh no. Are you okay, by the way? You got really intense with Ashton back there.
Well, yes, I separated from Imogen, and, you know, if something happens to her, especially because we're kind of fighting, and I don't want it to end on a sad note.
You guys have known each other a while, right?
Yes.
Like quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Have you weathered a few storms?
This is like our first really big fight, you know? There's been times where she's like, ooh, what if we like put up these drapes in this way? And I'm like, it's, you know, whatever you want, I guess that's fine. Or she's like, ooh, you should like put the cups upside down so they don't collect dust. And I'm like, well, but then the rims are touching the shelves and that's gross. And so there's been like little things, but not like this.
Cool. Well, I don't know every nuance, but she seems to care about you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're clearly care about her a lot.
Yes.
I mean, maybe just breathe through a couple of days and whatever happened, give her a chance to process it on her own. And I don't know, she's capable too. I mean,
she's the most capable.
She is the most capable. She flew off ship and caught me before I hit the ground.
It's true. I've honestly gotten a lot of like mixed advice as well. So it's hard. I don't know if I should like approach her or give her space, and I don't want to like be overbearing. And Ashton said I should just get her a new rock. Have I found any good rocks in this whole stupid city?
Well, maybe just give it time.
All right. Give it time, I guess.
You, Orym, glance up and watch as 3 figures eventually come to the roof. Glancing over, your incredibly acute eyes.
They're just so cute.
They're so adorable. Hone in on these 3 figures. You haven't seen these 3 trek before, and as they head up there, 2 of them seem to be fairly well armored and are essentially flanking a 3rd figure. The 3rd one looks shorter than the others, a bit squatter, dwarven in stature it seems, and as you're watching, you see an orange glow begin to brighten the face as you notice that the figure in the center is lighting up some sort of a pipe. And as it kind of, the embers burn in that quick glance, as they begin to like puff on it slowly and the red begins to frame the shape of it, you're pretty damn sure that's Armand Treshy.
Oh, shit. Gotcha, bitch.
Just send a message to Orym. Oh, Orym!
Yep.
If you could turn into any animal, what would it be?
Why are you like this, Mom?
I'm just making conversation.
Sparrow. Sparrow, I guess.
Who? You wouldn't want to be like a bird of prey.
Hey, I know it's not the question you asked, but I saw Treshy.
What? Where? What? How? Did he leave?
I actually blow that one. I don't reply fast enough because I'm so freaked out.
Corner, you see, there used to be a gentleman in his 40s, kind of lightly tanned skin, jet black hair with a shock of gray that's kind of appearing at the edges of the temples, a little bit of like soot smeared under the eyes, and a heavy set of goggles that are pushed up on the top of the head.
Hi.
We would like to purchase your finest automobile.
Crawlers, we're looking for crawlers, and we heard you're one of the people to talk to about crawlers or modifications thereof.
Crawlers, yeah. How soon?
Well,
Imminently.
I think that's the word.
Yes.
Can we come in and talk for a second?
He kind of looks out towards the rest of you, begins to pulling the gloves off a bit. Okay, well, here's the thing. I have most of a couple.
Okay, basic.
So, I can finish them. Here, come in. These are kind of.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Or just one?
Do we have that kind of?
No, I don't.
No. I got Scratch.
Because he's been hoarding stuff that was supposed to go to the group.
Be careful, you're gonna have to be accountable for the words of your mouth.
The words of your mouth?
In your head, you hear, "What about these words?"
That's nice hair. Do you want to keep it this time?
I think I look pretty good bald. You don't scare me.
Have some Scratch.
Do you happen to know anybody named Birdie and Ollie? Oleander?
Yeah. I was gonna ask. You kind of remind me of one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Birdie?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know them?
They come in here every few months or so for supplies. Sure, they just come in for power sources.
Power sources.
Yeah, like these here. And like the different like blue crackling elements there.
What are? What?
And then occasionally the scrap and general materials, yeah.
Did they tell you what they're building?
No. I don't ask. I just sell them.
Are these similar to those orbs that the Nightmare King had in his?
Very similar coloration. Did you used to run with someone named Dancer?
I did, yes.
I knew it. I knew I'd seen you before. Oh.
Why, do you know her? Have you seen her?
We had kind of like a... I've always thought she was, friendly, talented, but she never really took a shine to friendship with me. So we kind of had like it's kind of like a playful rivalry, if anything. Very talented artificer. And I remember you because when you came through on that trade caravan, I wanted to pick you up originally. But I was down with a large investment at the time, and by the time I tried to come back to pick you up, Dancer already nabbed you.
I didn't come in a trade caravan. She built me.
No, because I almost bought you myself, but
Did I look like this?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind, like you're like a grade A scavenged automaton. Like the quality of fine here. This is like pre-divergent stuff here. This is obviously. I thought it was originally like an Avalier design, but this is like this. The sentience already tells me this is like straight up aeormaton. You are a relic, and if Dancer still considers you under purview, you don't even know how much you're worth. Not just from a research standpoint, but just monetarily. But
what does that?
What does
that
an
mean?
aeormaton?
What is divergence?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's a long conversation. You're a relic of history.
I mean, I have a postcard from AEOR from my parents, so that's a little weird.
You have a postcard
I'm sorry,
from
what?
AEOR?
Yeah, all the postcards that I got. I told you guys this.
From AEOR?
Yeah.
From AEOR?
I don't have so many. I have hundreds of postcards.
What does that
AEOR
mean?
parents.
AEOR was ancient.
AEOR
Post office?
Show us one. Show us one.
Was it recent? I don't understand.
It's all hundreds.
From AEOR?
No. From all over. I mean, who
Can we
knows?
see it?
If it's not somewhere that's real, like, not somewhere that's...
That's merch that we sell.
Oh, yeah, I didn't expect it to look so.
It could have been a. It could have been a. It could have
city
been from
It took on the gods.
a shop.
And lost.
You know,
The novelty thing.
like a novelty shop.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if it's, I don't even. I mean, from what it sounds like, this place is not even.
Around anymore.
Make a perception
But I have-
check, Imogen.
It's above me, isn't it? Oh, wow. A little hot.
12.
Never mind.
Why do I always roll low on this?